This creepy top 10 list has videos so scary you'll regret watching them because they are more than most people can handle. Number 10. A YouTuber named FARRELL caught these immensely creepy moments on camera and has been scared of his haunted house ever since. He says that he was awoken by a strange light in an otherwise dark room. When he turned on his flashlight app, he was so terrified by what he saw that he needed to record a video for paranormal proof of an extremely realistic human shadow playing against the wall. There's nothing between his beam and the wall, just an empty doorway, and yet the outline of a shadow figure is looking at him. How could this be? Or more importantly, how could you ever be the same after waking up to such a nightmarish fright? Some stuff is too scary to get over. I'd be watching my back forever after seeing an eerie shadow of a figure that wasn't even there. Number 9. Haunting CCTV video from Dave Higgins of Toronto shows something supernatural lurking in his backyard, or so he suspects. There is indeed a glowing white entity slowly walking away that he cannot explain. According to him, his security camera did not detect movement until it was already halfway down the driveway, which is why the video begins with the figure almost off screen. This could mean the video is fake, or it could suggest that the figure mysteriously appeared in the location we see it in, and then walked away. Number 8. A YouTube channel called ETHEREAL Sisters goes exploring a haunted location known as the Shadow Factory, where lives were possibly lost after a fire ravaged the place in the 1950s. They start listening to a spirit box through headphones while blindfolded, and they begin to get some really creepy messages from the other side, followed by an actual EVP breakthrough if this ghost video is real.
Let me out. Don't do it.
One of them is translating what the spirit box tells her when she hears the words "let me out" and "don't do it." During these tense and suspenseful moments, a disembodied, whispering voice is caught on camera saying 2 syllables: haunted. Tell me if you hear the whisper, and if you agree haunted is what the ghost is trying to tell them. Or if you think the camera person could be making the noise themselves. Creepy stuff to think about, and no way to prove either is the real story. Number 7. A ghost hunting channel named Nox Paranormal thinks they've caught a real ghost sighting on their Kinect camera while exploring the haunted remains of an old abandoned clock tower. First, their equipment freezes with what could be paranormal interference, and then
Oh!
Yeah?
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
the Kinect camera detects a mysterious figure that could be a ghost next to the paranormal investigator, Paul. And that's when things get even creepier, in a few scary moments. The 3 yellow dots representing the ghost's head move up to wave at the camera when asked, but nobody notices the scariest part of this video, its legs. The mysterious figure is suspended in mid-air, and their feet are turned inward, like they're suspended by the neck, which is rigid. A neck, might I add, that stays still as the rest of the body sways. And yet, even in this horrifying position, it still waves. Scary stuff indeed. Number 6. Creepy home security footage of an unknown entity late at night has one homeowner worried about what's haunting their home. The ghostly figure comes from the right and gets smaller as it walks across the porch. Whatever this is, it was large enough to set off the motion sensors of their home security system and send an alarm to their phone with this strange video. Here's a screenshot taken at 1 second when it's most in the light and closest to the camera. Does this kind of resemble a creepy face looking to the left? Kind of like the upper half of someone's body? Hopefully not, but possibly so. What do you make of their paranormal evidence? Number 5. Just when you thought the bottom of the ocean couldn't get any scarier. Giant sea spiders, anyone? Yes, they are a thing, and when they're the size of your head, they're possibly the scariest underwater creature I can think of. Just watching one of these spooky things crawl across the ocean makes me tremble. I always thought the faster a spider moves, the scarier it is, but it turns out the exact opposite is true. Could a spider's walk be any creepier than this slow, lumbering giant underwater sea creature? If so, I don't want to see it. Number 4. On August 6th, 2021, a creepy video taken over Portville, California, left residents freaking out over a large unknown red light with some strange behaviors. According to the uploader, JGULSO, he and at least 10 other cars were pulled over to take video footage of the strange and mysterious light in the sky, unable to believe what they were seeing and wondering what it all meant. That's when some really scary stuff is caught on camera. Weird things that he still cannot explain as anything other than multiple fiery objects.
The f is that?
Small glowing lights spread along the sky in odd downward formations, as if falling towards the earth and maybe even landing. He follows the smaller unknown lights with his camera until they're no longer within distance. Aside from otherworldly visitors, some people in the comments of this strange video say these are flares. Some people say they're fireworks, and some suggest they're Chinese fire lanterns. The point is, everyone thinks they have an answer for this unexplained video, and the lack of general consensus only makes whatever these lights were even creepier. What do you think they were? Number 3. A YouTuber named Jenny Love Paranormal TV is forever freaked out over what she found while ghost hunting at the Fort Ogden Memorial Cemetery in Florida. As the sun begins to set, Jenny Love takes a final look around the cemetery while there's still enough light, and that's when her fans notice something really strange sighted between two markers. When played in slow motion, you can see its color does not match any of the other markers, and it doesn't seem to be shaped like one either. This, they agree, is a mysterious figure. Have they caught an apparition on camera during their paranormal cemetery exploration? Number 2. Edward BOZON posted this terrifying video as a warning of what not to do while skiing. He and his group are so excited that they travel as one instead of separating into smaller groups. And if you're wondering why splitting up is a survival strategy, it's to evenly distribute the weight and prevent this scary situation from happening. Edward stops because he's not familiar with this trail, and something feels off about the path ahead. The snow doesn't feel compact enough, but before he can warn everyone else, his friend is already next to him, doubling their weight.
Oh, chaud devant l'arrivée. Merde. Non. Non. Ah.
His friend comes up on him too fast and accidentally knocks him into a deep crevice, which is a large crack hidden deep in the snow that can easily trap somebody without warning. It's basically a weak spot, and the only way to avoid them is to know the territory very well. He looks down and knows he has to get out as quickly as possible. He doesn't know how deep this one is, but it goes down for a long time, and he can continue to fall at any moment. At the very bottom of the crevice is freezing cold water, so he has to avoid it at all costs, assuming he survives the fall. His friend offers his ski equipment, and after a couple of tense minutes, he's finally free. Considering the hole could have widened at any moment and swallowed them both, they are extremely lucky to be alive. And he posts this video in the hopes that others will learn from his mistakes. The number one being never to forget a rope. Number 1. This scary CCTV video shows a man working out at a haunted gym when some of the equipment becomes paranormal in a very weird way. And by that, I mean it starts moving by itself like a ghost is touching it. Next, a half-deflated gym ball rolls over on its own like a ghost is trying to get his attention. At this point, he wants no part of this scary situation. So he grabs his stuff quickly, quite freaked out, but trying to leave only seems to make things more scary, and things begin to go wrong. The ball rolls at him again, and while he is distracted, a malevolent poltergeist lifts him off his feet and tries to hold him in place, apparently wanting him to stay at any cost. Watch closely, and at 49 seconds, you'll see his ankle is bent unnaturally to the side, as if locked in an iron-tight grip. Whether this is a genuine response to poltergeist activity or not is up to you to decide, but as far as I can tell, there are no edits, and this is one continuous video between the time he enters and the time he runs away terrified.
Eso no es normal, no. No, tiene que ir donde un padre.
Were these scary moments caught on camera, planned or real? Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more of everything Bill knows.